been talking about, smarter for you choices.
Yes.
And another smarter for you choice is fish. And not just any fish, salmon. And we love our Egg Harbor salmon. So you're getting 10 of the 6-ounce Faroe Island salmon fillets.
Here.
They're $115.98. Your 5 easy payments, $23.20. It's M135176. Again, we're talking about $11 and change for salmon, but not just any salmon. This is Faroe Island salmon. And we're going to talk about what that means, Brittany. You have to tell everybody what makes Faroe Island salmon so different.
So it's definitely one answer, the location. So Faroe Island salmon comes from a place called the Faroe Islands. And if you're not familiar with that location, it is right above Scotland in this incredible body of water that is very remote. But what's unique about it is there is a very strong Arctic current that flows through, keeping the water very clean and very cold. So the salmon there in the Faroe Islands are fed an all-natural, hormone-free, and antibiotic-free diet. And then they come out of the water right there in the Faroe Islands, where they are individually packaged and blast frozen. So you are receiving a 6-ounce portion that is boneless and skinless that has been frozen at the peak of its freshness right there in the Faroe Islands. So it's a really special place. But again, you come home, you get your salmon that you are the very first person to defrost.
Wow.
So all those omega-3s, all of those omega-6s, all that stuff that's really supposed to be great for us in general with salmon, you're the very first person defrosting that. So it's kind of like you're out there in the Faroes, you're pulling it out of the water and you're eating it yourself versus something that is continuously frozen over and over and over again.
Yeah. The source about fish is always so important.
It really,
right?
really
It
is.
really is. It's been like the topic of conversation for years and years and years.
Yeah.
Because that's going to determine how it tastes, right? I think and fish is something that you just don't want to play with, especially salmon, which salmon is one of those ones that has all of those good for you vitamins and omegas in there. That's why we love salmon. That's why people love it.
Exactly. And it flakes beautifully. Salmon is a temperature-rich fish. We can eat this on the rare side. We can eat it completely well done. But what you're looking for when it comes to salmon is the color and the marbling. So when you see these white stripes here, you guys talk about steaks all the time and marbling and steaks. This is the same thing. This is what's breaking down, giving it that buttery flavor, that incredible texture. But the salmon is very mild. And it's funny. I mean, my kids have kind of grown up on Faroe Island salmon, and we were just on vacation, and we went to a restaurant that said what type of salmon it was on the menu.
Okay.
And it said on the menu, the best salmon in the world.
Oh, boy.
And my kids were like, well, that doesn't say Faroe Island, so that's
How do we know it's the best salmon?
not salmon.
Right.
You should get it because we like salmon.
Yep.
And, nothing else on the menu really was appealing to them. I'm like, I think you should get it. Like, it might be really good. So the kids tried it. And, I think they just didn't want to hurt my feelings.
Oh.
But at the same time, when I tried it, I was like, I get where they're coming from.
Yeah.
It just had a very strong flavor. It was delicious.
Yeah.
But they weren't used to it. So the mildness of the Faroe Island salmon, again, the way that it flakes, I mean, you can just literally peel it apart.
Mild.
By piece.
That's important to know,
So
right?
mild.
It's not fishy. That's why a lot of people kind of stay away from it. They go, oh, I think it's a little bit too fishy, and you just can't kind of get past that.
I can't tell you how many people have told me, like, I don't cook seafood in my home because I don't like my house smelling like seafood.
I understand.
And the salmon really kind of changed that for them. And it changed knowing your source in general. I mean, again, I always point out the grocery store because you walk around, you go to the seafood counter, you see the salmon that looks beautiful, and you get it home, then you freeze it because you bought a lot of it.
It's true.
Then you defrost it. So now it's been previously frozen 3-4 times. And it just doesn't hold up with the smell.
Right.
So.
And here, all of this salmon is going, doesn't smell fishy at all. Like, does not smell fishy at all, which is why I can be here.
Yes, exactly.
Seriously.
Yeah, I mean, it's something where if you're cooking with garlic and oil, that's all you're going to smell. Right now, I'm making just a little teriyaki stir fry in one pan. Here, this is exactly what I had for lunch today because, funnily enough, we did have Faroe Island salmon for dinner last night. I did 14 minutes in my air fryer.
Nice.
A 90-second bag of rice and a 6-minute steamer bag of broccoli.
Nice.
That was our
That's
dinner last night. And I made an extra for today because I knew I was going to want one for lunch. So instead of having a canned tuna fish salad, I did my version of a tuna fish salad with fresh Faroe Island salmon. So I just do a little bit of mayo, and then you put your favorites in there, however you like it. Celery, onion.
Right.
I have some capers in here, some salt and pepper if you want to cut it with a little bit of Greek yogurt.
Toast a little bread, put that on an open face sandwich if you wanted to. Like that would be so yummy.
Exactly.
And salmon is lean, right? It's lean and it has all of those good for you omegas in there that you can really only get from eating certain types of fish. And so this is what salmon is known for. It's high in those omegas. So give this a try. People love it. People always have it on auto delivery. And when I say people, it's pretty much every QVC host. They keep it on auto delivery because you want to lock this in every 60 days for a year. And your fish source, it really, really does matter. And look how easy that was. That was 2 pieces, by the way. And these are the 6-ounce ones. So these are the nice big ones. 2 pieces of this dip that she just made. And that goes such a long way. Again, quick last minute gathering. You want to throw something together for your friends and family. That's going to be nice. That's a nice save.
There we go.
Oh, Kristen, hold on. Don't leave me out.
Brings everybody over.
Yeah.
On this one.
Yeah.
These are 34 grams of protein as well for a 6-ounce portion.
Yeah, that's a lot of protein.
When you're pan sauteing like this, I have a great rule of thumb. However thick your fish is, if it's about an inch, that's 10 minutes.
Okay.
So this one was probably about 1.5 inches. So we went 6 minutes on one side.
Yep.
I sauteed the veggies with this guy. And then 6 minutes on the other side, I added my teriyaki sauce. And then I have my little rice bowl.
Look at that.
Look how pretty that is.
Yeah.
And we are ready to go in one pan in a matter of 12 minutes.
Yeah, that's
6
good.
minutes on one side, 6 minutes on the other.
And I'm like you, by the time you do this, you can put one of those bags of rice in the microwave that you microwave for 3 minutes and it's done. I do the same thing, right? It's true. It's, again, especially in the summertime when I'm trying to be quick or when I have something to do, the last thing I want to do when it's 95 degrees outside is kind of make my kitchen even that much more hotter. You love throwing this salmon in the air fryer.
Love my
Please
air
talk
fryer.
about that. Like salmon in the air fryer, people go, really? It's a thing. It
really
comes
is.
out so good.
It is. And one of the QVC guests, she has this great recipe where she actually puts mayo on top of it. She mixes it with a little bit of mustard and does this mayo mustard blend.
Wow.
And it kind of melts in the air fryer and makes it even more moist, which you don't need, but it's delicious. But she does 375 for 7 minutes, and then she flips it for another 7 minutes.
Wow.
So about 12 to 14 minutes is all you really need in the air fryer. I mean, the higher you put the temperature up, the faster. And of course, what temperature do you like your salmon at?
Right.
This one, no matter what,
Yeah.
it is going to have this beautiful crust on the
And it's been
exterior.
popular. Over 100 has been ordered in our show. And it comes with the seasoning too. That's what I always love about Rastelli's. Whatever you get, pretty much the burgers, the steaks, this comes with the seasonings as well. So you can go ahead and have the nice signature seafood blend for your salmon, which is really nice. But look at how it just flakes so nicely.
I mean, yeah, you can see like each and every flake throughout just because the texture is so beautiful. But again, it's very mild and 34 grams of protein. So if you're somebody that's already eating salmon for the health benefits, and the protein aspect of it, I always encourage everyone to try this one because I really think you'll enjoy that journey.
Yeah.
And if you're someone that wrote salmon off a long time ago, I don't like it, it's too strong, it has an odor, I also encourage you to just give this one
I agree.
a shot.
I agree. As a person who doesn't like fishy fish, this does not smell it at all. That's why I can be here. I am that kind of person like, oh, you're cooking fish, I might not want to come over.
Yeah.
Nope, I smell nothing.
No, not
great.
at all. And then they come individually packaged just like this. So go ahead and defrost them in a bowl of cold water for about 20 to 30 minutes. And then from here, your cooking options are also endless when it comes to salmon, which
Right.
is another thing I like about it. We have our grill right now in the summer, your air fryer, your oven, your
Yeah.
broiler, the
Smoke
toaster
it if you have a smoker outdoors.
it.
Oh my gosh.
Exactly. And it goes with almost every meal. You know, you can poach it in the morning, you can incorporate it in your eggs Benedict.
Yep.
And then obviously nice and light for lunch and dinner as well. So it really is a fish that has so much versatility as far as cooking methods
Yeah.
and how you're going to prepare it as well. It picks up, you know, we have teriyaki here, we have the mayo based here, salad dressings go great with it. So it's a special fish.
You even have it over here with this rice. I'm going to just go ahead and throw that over there with the little rice because this is most likely how my husband would have it, or my daughter who loves salmon. This is their favorite fish. They love salmon. So could you imagine putting that with a little bit of rice? Like this is easy.
That's it.
You know what I mean? Like this is easy. And it took 6 minutes on each side.
6 minutes on each side. In your air fryer, you don't even have to flip it if you don't want to. In the oven, you also don't have to flip it. So it really goes a long way.
Yeah.
But the location again is just so special. It changed the way that I ate, knowing my source.
I'm sure.
You know, same thing with steak. When I first met my husband, Ray, I just assumed that I didn't know how to cook steak. Well, guess what? I was buying Black Angus.
Yep, that's what it was.
And I was like, I'll just order steak in the restaurants because I'm not doing it right.
Yep.
And then when I met him and we started, you know, eating steak at home, I was like, oh,
Yeah.
it wasn't me.
No, not you. It's like, oh, this is what like a good steak at home could be. Yeah, that's what we love for Stellies. Same thing with this fish. This is literally what you would get at a restaurant that you would pay $40 for. For a 6-ounce piece of salmon, easily $40 at a restaurant. So the fact that you can get this at home and it's $11 and change per piece, that's really, really good. And again, it's about the source. It really does matter when it comes to fish. So you're making better for you choices. I'm always going for the leaner options. It's summertime, right? That's kind of what we do in the summer. We switch from those kind of really hearty fall and winter comfort foods to things that are a little bit more lighter. Salmon salads and you're right, the pork that we had at the beginning of the hour that's nice and lean, the chicken cutlets nice and lean, those coconut shrimp, right? So just things that are a little bit lighter, but you still are not lacking that flavor.
Exactly. You will never lack flavor with the salmon. Again, you're getting the seasoning packet as well. If anybody's wondering what that is, it's just a really pretty blend of some honey granules, onion powder, garlic salt, garlic powder, a little bit of kosher salt in here as well. So that this kind of creates like a little caramelization on top from that honey.
Yeah.
Or you can make it into a salad dressing if you already have your favorite.
Oh, I love that idea. That's a good idea. I will use it too. Salad dressing in a heartbeat. 200 of these picked up in our show. They're $115.98. You're getting 10 of the 6-ounce pieces. Remember, you can't get this on auto delivery. So I say lock in that auto delivery because you're not going to want to be without it. $23.20. That is your easy pay. Oh, the cutlets